Hey Rush Creek family, Pastor Cam here. I just wanted to bring you another note of encouragement as we attempt to grapple with the reality of all that will be changing in light of this coronavirus situation that we find ourselves in. There's so many practical realities of our church life and ministry to update you on as Rush Creek. And we have a letter that's going out tonight to bring you that information. And tomorrow I'll be doing another video to inform you specifically about our program ministries. But today I just wanted to share another encouraging thought from Scripture. In our life group, we've actually been studying Psalm 23. And as I thought about the shadow that this coronavirus has been casting over every aspect of our lives, from our work to our church, to our schools, our neighborhoods, our communities, it reminded me of Psalm 23's words of the valley of the shadow of death. And I truly don't mean to exaggerate the reality that we find ourselves in right now. But it really does feel like as if the coronavirus has cast this shadow, has extended over every aspect of our lives. I mean, when we wake up, it's there. When we go to sleep, it's there. Even when we go to the store, it's there, even if that just means that the toilet paper isn't there. In many ways, no matter what we do, this coronavirus has just infiltrated our thoughts and our hearts and our minds in so many ways. And so I just wanted to read these words to you from Psalm 23 in hopes that they would be an encouragement and a comfort to you in this time. King David writes, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever." David says, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. And the simple question is, well, why is that? Why will he feel no evil? And yet at the same time, the even simpler answer is the one that follows. For you are with me, he says. Because he understands the reality that wherever he goes, God is with him. And so be my encouragement to you in this time of fear, in this time of anxiety, in this time of the unknown of what lies ahead for us, that God is with us. God is with you. He knows your every thought. He knows your every fear. And he says, give those fears to me. Give me your anxiety. Give me your worry. Place them on my shoulders. Because when you do, he then leads us by still waters. He gives us his peace that allows us to lay down in green pastures. And so that is an encouragement for me as I read through this passage. And I pray that God's presence and the reality of it will be an encouragement for you as well. Hey, lastly, I want to just ask you if you would be willing to pray yet again, even when this video is done, if you'd be willing to pray. But I want you to pray specifically this time for families, and even more so the parents of families who are going to be affected significantly by the reality of schools closing for the next 3 weeks. There are many families in which both parents work full-time, and other families that are single-parent families. And it might be very difficult for them as they scramble to find childcare for their kids in a very short period of time. And so if you would pray for them as they're working through what that looks like, but maybe even more so, if you would allow the Spirit to work in your heart to see if there's a way that you can step into their lives and bless them in a very needed time. How is it that the Lord can use you to come alongside families that will need help in areas of childcare, that you might be able to be an agent of God's love and peace and comfort and encouragement through this opportunity? If you would be willing to do that, that would be such an encouragement to me as well. Hey, thank you so much for giving me a few minutes of your time. Stay safe, be well, and God bless.